What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Trader Pratt, and we are locked and loaded for a killer banger Thursday end of the month session over here. I do see some selling coming in at the end of the day. I think there was a rebalance event happening over there. The Morgan Stanley rebalance happening at the end of the quarter, end of the month. So a little bit of, extra volume coming in at the end of the day over here. Most likely those financial juice numbers and all those other numbers we take a look at are coming in extra inflated. You're watching a couple positions probably get repositioned hard over here at the end of the day, and that's how the market is closing off at. We're looking at S&P 500 down 0.15%. We're looking at NASDAQ, I believe, up still with the grace of Apple, Google, and Amazon, which are still green, but sold off quite a bit over there into the end of the day, and a big spike on volume on the close over there. Monster volume obviously being relocated at the end the last 10 minutes where the market on close happened. So shout out to the Morgan Stanley index. I would love to see how they position themselves. We'll probably get some articles coming out tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow morning, tonight, all the way through, telling us where they repositioned, what new positions they added, what positions did they delete, and so on. Did they heavily rebalance any specific stocks? For example, like Kenvue and J&J recently got added to the S&P 500 index and rebalance from it. So maybe Morgan Stanley did something along with those lines over there with Kenvue. So lots of stocks probably being repositioned. We can even take a look at Kenvue, which wasn't on the list today, but we could for sure take a look at Kenvue and J&J just in case those did get rebalanced. But since I don't work at the prop firm anymore, at least not right now until tomorrow, which I will be, I don't have the information of all the rebalances that the prop firm researchers would give us. So sadly, no tools at the moment to see what stocks were getting rebalanced, but we have a big list of stocks to go through today. So I think it's no time to dilly-dally. Let's dive straight right into this big list of stocks over here. We do have our watch list that we always use. Couple stocks, most of the stocks that we want to take a look at with earnings on play today coming out at 4:05. But the list is huge because we have a lot of stocks we want to go through. Couple stocks that I'm actually positioned in right now on the option side, and couple stocks that are moving around due to catalysts. So we would love to go through all the stuff that's happening over here. Thank goodness for control undo. What's that? Control Z. Thank goodness for undo on computers, because we almost lost all of that information, and that software is ready to go. Okay. So while we wait for a couple of these stocks to come out with earnings, and we have this amazing little wrong integration, almost doxed the Discord group over there. Let me bring that back. Bang. So we have this cool little integration over here. Make sure you click on the link down below in the description to go check out all the links for my sponsors, especially Benzinga sponsors. You can get a free trial with that link over there. As soon as the news articles start popping up, we'll start taking a look at it and see if any stocks, especially on this list that we have, start acting a little bit exciting for us, like AVGO, LULU, MongoDB, DELL, and then we have a couple other random stocks that we don't really care about, but we take a look at them. We'll take a look at them nevertheless. So starting off with, I want to talk about Box. We talked about this Box trade, I think, on this day over here off the earnings report itself. Talked about the $28 short. We tweeted that stock out. Actually, we can go over here and kind of do ourselves a favor, kind of what we did to CRM today. So go here. It was a short trade. Copy that. Go to here, paste that. So you can see exactly where we tweeted that. It was around this time that this tweet was sent out, and ever since That short trade idea was sent out with stops around 28.50. The stock never really went back there. We are still pushing down towards our targets over here near $25-26. So looks like the first zone is about to start getting tested over here on box. Is there any way to like lower this box? This box is hella big. We can probably just move it to the side for now, but it is finally getting ready to move to the downside over here, to the first few zones that we think buying could come into, and some support showing up, or even profit taking for the shorts. Another red day coming in for box, down 1.96%, and volume still coming in. So it looks like the longs are getting ready to close their position. They are scared. It is a little worrisome on this stock over here. The next one on this watch list we have is Spotify. Spotify, another monster trade that we pointed out through that 150 area. Look at that stock just clearing 150 today and never really looking back. That was the long we were looking for. We talked about it on this day over here, but it never really pushed up to 150. But today was the day that we actually got that chance of the 150 breakout, and shout out to anyone who actually took that 150 breakout. You know, a couple days ago actually I got that news article, not the news article, sorry, but a pop-up on my phone when I opened Spotify saying, hey, we're increasing our premium soon. I said, yeah, whatever, I know, just go next. I just want to go listen to my Joe Rogan podcast episode with Post Malone, because that's what I was listening to on my last 3 walks with my dog and so on, because that episode was ridiculously long. But yeah, shout out to Spotify. That 150 break coming in. We are now back up to the north side over here on this position, moving back towards somewhere around these ranges, looking for some battles first to come in around this 150 to 155 area. If that 150 to 155 area actually can clear past it, then I wouldn't see why not the stock goes to the 162 to 165 zones. So let's see how this battle near 150 to 155 plays out for Spotify. Obviously it's a big range. I'm looking at the stock now as a more longer term trade. So for me as a day trade, I would be patient. As levels, I would wait for levels to come in, and if you already took that day trade through 150, then you took some profits at the moment near 144 or 155, even came into play almost today, only shy by 8 cents off 155, then at that point maybe you can leave some to ride for that possible move to the upside on Spotify. Is also another possibility for those of you who did take that trade to 150. Looks like we do have Dell's numbers coming out, so let's go to Dell over here. Dell coming in at EPS B and revenue B overall for Dell. We got a couple other stocks coming out too that we don't really care too much about, but here's MongoDB B on EPS and B on revenue. So nice little B on MDB, nice little B on DELL. So let's see how high are they popping off to. Dell right now up 6%, 5.4%. Nice pop, almost up to $60. And MongoDB, MDB popping up to almost 414, 9%, 10% moves coming in on your boys over here. MongoDB, Monster B, obviously. Let's go check. Yeah, Monster B on EPS. And revenue also pretty huge beat over there. Shout out to your boys at MongoDB. Looking for a couple other catalysts if there's anything else. It's a 504% increase over losses of 0.23 cents per share from the same time last year. So a big B on MongoDB numbers. This stock most likely getting ready to clear some levels over here now. 420, expect that number to come into play. I will not be questioning that move up to 420 on this position tomorrow, or even that 52-week high. I'm going to do myself a favor, remove all these drawings and paint some new drawings on the stock later on the stream today, so stay tuned for that. Let's go over to LULU, LULU. LULU, as these numbers are now coming out. LULU beats on EPS. Looks like it's a slight beat on EPS, not that big of a beat. And sales per revenue also beat, but not too much of a beat coming in. So nice little beat on LULU. No real movement for themselves. What it says initially, a big drop to the downside, but then they pick back up. I think that's a fake indication on the chart, but here comes the up move now on LULU, as the numbers are getting disseminated by people. I guess a little bit of an up move now, up 1%. PagerDuty also coming in with earnings. PagerDuty coming up with a slight beat. Okay, no, decent beat on EPS and a decent beat on earnings per share. So shout out for PagerDuty. Looks like all earnings that we were looking on today, what's it, PD, VWM, DELL, MongoDB, LULU. Now we're just waiting for AVGO, which is Broadcom, to come out with some numbers. VWM, I didn't actually show you the chart for this one. VMW? Yeah, VMW. VMW going up almost 0.75%, and their numbers coming out at slight beat on EPS and a miss on revenue. Sadly, a slight miss on revenue, so mixed earnings overall, and looks like they're only getting a pop-up to today's highs over here on VMW, VMware. Basically, for those of you who don't know what they do, they have I'm pretty sure it is that company, right? They cloud computing. Okay, yeah. I mean, I use it for Tor router and so on. You can spin up a virtual computer on your computer, basically. Centennial One is which one is also another one we were looking out for earnings, and IoT. They're coming out with earnings report over here, so let's go check out Centennial One. Ooh, 9% beat on Centennial One. What are your numbers coming in at? Centennial One EPS 0.08 negative compared to 0.14 negative estimates. Nice beat. 1.49 versus 1.40. So nice little beat on revenue over there too for Centennial. And IoT Samsara also coming up with the nice beat on revenue and beat on revenue and profit on earnings per share compared to the estimate, which was actually a loss of 2 cents per share. So beat for both of these stocks. They're joining the party of all these earnings stocks that we were looking at today for that beat. Looks like PagerDuty actually now turning, at least according to the color scheme that this shows us, turning red, but no, it's not really turning red. Now comes in the more important numbers for LULU, which is LULU sees, let me just show you the screen. Bang, LULU sees within estimates, slightly above estimates. DELL sees trading higher, reported better than expected Q2 financial. Yeah, we saw that one come in. So shout out to Benzinga. Go check out all the links below for Benzinga, and especially if you want to get a free trial for this amazing news information tool. Keeps you up to date, right on time as the numbers keep coming out. Sees full year guidance coming in. Whoa, chat, you guys see this one? That's a monster beat on the full year guidance. Full year guidance is a huge beat. Revenue is in line, I guess, 9.5 to 9.57 compared to 9.51 estimate. So huge beat on Lululemon over there on the full year guidance. PagerDuty sees a drop on EPS for Q3 and a drop on revenue for, well, it's in line, I guess, within range. It's given a range within the thing. Full year is within the range, and revenue is within the range too. I mean, the range is within the estimates price point. So a little bit of a mixed report for PD. No real volume on PD anyways throughout the day for normal day traders, so we can kind of ignore that position, honestly, and look at the more important stocks such as LULU. Notice how Lulu is actually highlighted red over here. I guess this is that's highlighting red the more important sales information that's coming out. Now here comes MongoDB. MongoDB 0.47. Ooh, big beat. I think this is going to be the trade, and a big beat on EPS tomorrow also. Shout out to Benzinga, ladies and gentlemen. Lulu now turning red. But I think MongoDB is the trade to take a look at. I mean, we are so close to the 52-week high. That $420 price is something that I was talking about. We are just shy of 420 right now, 417.71 coming into play, and looks like that 439, 440 could just be knocking on the door over here on MongoDB. So watch out for this trade. Obviously, you know, not too much volume comes into MongoDB on a normal day-to-day scale for day traders to be too involved in. It's a heavy, it's expensive stock. The spread could be nasty, so it could be harder to take a lot of size on this position. But I'm telling you, if this one starts moving tomorrow based on this monster earnings report, I think we actually could see some really monster gains on MongoDB to the upside on the longs. Especially, they are even giving a big outlook on the full year revenue and a full year earnings per share guidance. So the guidance is off the charts, the earnings is off the charts for MongoDB. Just shout out to these guys. Real quick, I think I forgot to close the door downstairs. 4 o'clock is such a weird time for me to go exactly live on stream, because it's time for me to also feed my dog. So I feed him. I open the door for the back. I let him out to go pee, poop, whatever after he eats. I run upstairs, goes live for stream, and sometimes I just leave the door open and he's back in the house, so I had to close the door. Now I'm back, and we're back to the stream. So MongoDB over here, I would love to see that $420 price coming back into play. Going to Niagara Falls tonight. Sup, Canada? Okay, I like it. I love it. Any other stocks that we were looking out for? IoT, PDS. Everything has come out except for really AVGO. What time is AVGO supposed to come out? 4:15. And the numbers are, there we go. Now the numbers are out for the last one. EPS beat. Yeah, okay. Beat on revenue also. AVGO Q4 revenue 2. Okay, a little bit of a miss on revenue. Don't see any other numbers or any other articles from AVGO right now, but I see a couple other stocks coming in, like IoT, flat, in line slash a little bit of a beat. Yeah, slight beat on revenue for Q3. And expecting to continue to be positive on EPS over here on IoT, so looks like a positive note on that one. Let's actually go check out the move for IoT. Down 7-8% on a good earnings report, and they guided better. So not sure what's going on for these guys. Sadly, these guys are getting absolutely smacked right now. Samsara, Internet of Things company, big down move over here, pulling right back into I'm guessing, I guess they want to go test these supports around $24, or they just did not like whatever was in that earnings report. Big drop coming in for these guys. LULU also returning back down, sadly. LULU, after providing strong earnings and strong guidance and all that, now they're back to being flat for LULU. But comparable sales up 11%. Earnings rundown. What's going on? Let me see that more. Increased 18% year over year, 11% year over year on revenues, North American revenues, that is. Lulu opened 10 new stores in the quarter. Okay, bringing it up to 672 in total. Continuing ability to gain market share. Expects third quarter revenue to be. Okay, where's the full year? All numbers are good. LULU sadly wants to be flat after the numbers. It initially wanted to make that run up north on strong guidance, on the beat on earnings report, but LULU just wanted to, sell off. I guess we have to be prepared for what happened to the SPY at the end of the day. Really big sell-off move coming in on the market at the end of the day for the markets. Morgan Stanley rebalance coming in usually happens every single quarter at the end of the quarter. So August being the end of a quarter, that was a big rebalance. S&P 500 got rebalanced recently too. J&J, we said we want to take a look at that, and Kenvue. Let's see if they got moved around into the last 2-3 minutes up to the close today, and looks like it did. J&J dropped quite a bit, bringing in a ton of volume over there. So and Kenvue, so it looks like Morgan Stanley index probably had to buy some of Kenvue to add to their portfolio, kind of match the S&P 500 portfolio. Not sure if they actually offer anything that is equivalent to the S&P 500, but if they do, then they have to buy it. But it would be kind of too late to do that because the SPY already did that last week, so they would have to have done it on the day the SPYs do. Not sure, but maybe because they handle such a bigger portfolio, they're allowed to do it later on. I'm guessing. Quickly want to head over back to what was that stock, MDB, to see if 420 came back into play. It did not. We're waiting for the stock to maybe show us what happens near 420 tomorrow or even the day after. Well, tomorrow being Friday, the day after will not be a possibility. And also Monday is a holiday. Monday is a day off. It's going to be Labor Day weekend, so Friday will be the last day of trading for the week, and Monday obviously giving you a nice little 3-day weekend. Is it possible that the market gives us that free fall Friday that we haven't had in so damn long? We haven't seen free fall Friday come out in absolutely I can't remember, forever. It's always been free fall Thursdays for some reason, and the market did end up being a free fall Thursday. You're watching it be down 0.15%. It was actually barely flat / almost positive going right before into the close, and that end of the day momentum coming into the negative side. I mean, look at that volume today compared to yesterday's, or look at the compared to the other day's volume. So monster volume today coming in. It just shows me that the rebalance was nasty. Almost got a shoey today, so close. That rebalance was that good, huh? That rebalance was that good. Yeah, I'm a little upset that I could not have traded today, because that rebalance looked spicy, especially when I was watching the market bring in these kind of drops into the close. I'm not sure what stocks were getting rebalanced, but I'm sure we would have been fun to trade those positions. Shout out to you for having a good day over there, IFEBB. Big day for himself, he's saying. Free fall tomorrow would be bearish for next Tuesday. I want a free fall Friday, because my position that I am in, NIO short. Oh, it's actually working out. Let's go. Okay. So maybe because this one expires tomorrow, and I needed to go down to near $10 so I can cash out on that position. I think for kind of break even, or even if it goes to, yeah, I think 10, it will be just break even, because that option expires tomorrow. So we'll see how this one plays out. But I got other positions that I got on board that sadly, if tomorrow ends up being a free fall Friday, it won't be too much fun for that one. Probably Roblox will follow along with it to the downside. Currently Roblox giving me that beautiful long side move that I called out not too long ago. I also went long CRM. Had great earnings, popped up in the after hours. Looks like it wanted to go in pre-market, comes down to 225, holds around 225, pulls down to 222, holds around 222. So at the end of the day, right around here or so, not really at the end of the day, but around 1 o'clock or so, I figure, hey, I'll get my options calls for that move towards 230. Let's see if the stock can figure out to, you know, hold up around this $220 or so, with my stop being, you know, somewhere tight around here. If we break below this area, I just take that loss on that options and move on and walk away from it. If it does work out, this one does not expire tomorrow. This one expires 2 weeks from now. So we're gonna let this trade play out a bit. Obviously, Monday being a day off, tomorrow could have a very, very light volume day. Today already was very light on volume. Tesla, I don't think, did 100 million shares. Oh, I'm wrong. Tesla did do 100 million shares, and so did Palantir. But when I was looking at this scanner earlier on in the day, Palantir was doing more volume than Tesla. Even Ape was doing more volume than Tesla. I guess it makes sense because Ape's a dollar stock and is giving you that beautiful, you know, penny ranges to trade in and tons of liquidity to trade in. Tesla, though, was not really bringing in that amount of liquidity earlier on in the day. Later on in the day, brought in that volume, I guess, and Palantir was doing more volume than Tesla. The point is, you know, going into this long weekend, I'm expecting less volume, especially right after 11, 12 o'clock or so. I expect the market to kind of die off as people are getting ready to go to cottages. People are getting ready to go have some fun across the board. Where are we going to here? It's all about the third Friday of September now. They just running the clock till probably did it all till the close. You're talking about the rebalancing? Yeah, it makes sense. I guess the quad witching, the third Friday of September. Oh, third Friday September. Ooh, that one's coming up. Oh, I'll be there to trade that. I'll be having that. Right, unless there's a bad print on the number, I think the market is getting ready to bounce higher to recover the August dip. Sounds good. I mean, if it works out that way, works out that way. I personally just don't know the future, man. I don't know the future. I try to set up for all scenarios. I try to set up for the shorts. I try to set up for the longs. I try to take advantage of all type of plays possible on the market. As you guys can see, every single day I've been tweeting out my trade ideas. I find a stock that I like and I tweet out the long thesis. It's usually a thread like this. I tweet out the long thesis, the short thesis, and I move on from it. So I'm ready for both ideas, and we're ready to go whatever happens on the stock. We don't try to predict the future. But I guess what I'm doing right now is trying to predict the future by calling out levels and calling out some of these trades over here. Did MongoDB pull back all the way, or is it still holding up at least? Okay, it's holding up above 405, 400 right now. That's good. But the LULU, what are you doing at the moment? LULU back to being positive. Shout out to LULU. We got a couple other stocks that I'm forgetting, which is a DELL. DELL did good, I believe, off the yeah, DELL did good, ripped up, and it's holding some of its gains. We got Centennial, which recently popped up. If you look at Centennial on a what's it called, daily chart, forgetting what this chart's even called. On a daily chart, the stock popped up into the higher end of these ranges right there on this day on the news that they might get bought out. They're thinking about potential sales and so on, selling themselves to a new to the highest bidder, basically. So popping up into the high of this range gave us beautiful shorts to play off of the next few days, but now off of the earnings report breaks out to a higher range. I think we do get a pullback to see for supports around these areas, and we're still waiting to see what the news is on this position, if they are going to sell themselves, and if they are, what price per share is it going to be? Is it going to be a cash deal? Is it going to be a share deal? There's a lot of questions in there that we have to wait and wait for the news to actually start hitting the news wire. So currently I think we might see a sell-off coming into the back end of these ranges. ranges, especially to test supports around that $17 area. But if that $17 area does not come into play and we just start pushing higher and higher, then look for that longs towards that $19, $20 to the upside on that positive earnings report on Centennial One. That's your earnings play, and probably something that I might have on watch for. As we were going through our watch list over here, you know, our big extensive watch list, watch us be live for another 13 hours today like we were yesterday off of this one. New subscriber, shout out to Kellogg's. Excited for your journey with the new office, bro. Yes, sir. I am also very, very excited for my journey with the new office. Hey guys, did you know, by the way, you could you could change colors? Watch this. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did it work? Wait, it didn't work. I don't know if you saw it. Why is that too bright? Alexa, turn off desk light. Okay, now it should look better. We'll go back to the screen because that light just dulled out the lights overall. That's why. Ambulance. All right, so we're gonna go down the list again over here. Alexa, stop. We're gonna go down the list over here. Apple was next, so we did look out for a possible rejection on Apple on that trend line. Looks like the rejection that we saw yesterday on that trend line coming back in today. It was that grinding off that trend line, and even though Apple did end up positive today, barely positive. At one point, it was really positive. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it was up almost 0.6, 0.7 on the day, and dropped into the closing. So big rebalance on Apple. Monster rebalancing on Apple coming in at the end of the day over here, and looks like someone possibly took a lot of profits on a big portfolio position. Not sure how much was the imbalance. I'm sure the other news channel or other TV show or other trading show, sorry, that you guys watch probably showed you a big number of shares for the sell side on Apple, and that really turned the market SPY, which was positive, negative at the end of into the close. The question is what happens tomorrow. I think it just, unless tomorrow is a free fall Friday, which couple of you think it is, I think Apple just continues to, you know, go to the ascent to the upside. We are looking for this area at the moment, this 187.50. What happens around this 187.50? I think we called this trade out yesterday too. Watch out for that 187.50 re-entry to the downside, giving you a possible short back to 184. And if that 187.50 area holds, then you can look for that gap close over here at 190 and a move back to 190 and a move towards 200. So two trade ideas, two trade scenarios. Look for that 187.50 to 187 area. See how it trades around there. If buyers are stepping in, if sellers are stepping in, who's in control of that price around there, and you can look for a nice little breakout long for 190 or a nice little breakout short back down to 185, 184 areas on AAPL. Going back down our list over here, NFLX. Not sure if NFLX even gave you a trade today. We did take a look at it yesterday. Yeah, an absolute inside day. Forgot to take this one off the list, so we'll move past NFLX. Pretty much an inside day overall. Yesterday's catalyst not helping it today, and the market not really helping it either. NIO was a trade that we were looking at for a short side for a possible move to $9 and $10. We got that move on earnings day itself. But on the next few days being SSR, the stock popped right back to the upside and played around with that 1050 to 10, you know, what's that? 1040 to 1060 area, kept bouncing within this price point the next few days, eventually now making that break back down over here. Let's see what happens if we can get back below 1020 tomorrow. Looking to possibly close my position on that NIO options that I have for the puts on NIO. Negative earnings overall, missing on deliveries, and that's the catalyst that we're looking for to ride this position down in the negatives. RBLX We just talked about this position, but since we're just going down the list, we'll just go down the list once again. Roblox is that long around 26 to 27 with the stop around 25 and targets near 30 or so. We're looking for the stock to just keep on going. We gave it obviously a couple weeks to play around, so we don't have to worry about this trade for a couple, I think another week or so. But currently giving us that positive move even when the SPY ended red. Roblox up 0.39% on the day. Three back-to-back green days ever since testing that 52-week low, even after negative earnings reports. It looks like there is some sort of buying coming in, but we could see that instant rejection coming back in around these areas near 29, 28, 30. So be a little careful. You might want to keep your eye on this position if you are long along with me. But you know, if you're short, then you're loving it. But watch where your stops are, because your stops could easily get tested very soon as the stock is making this move towards the north side for RBLX. We're just holding that long. Tesla, no trades on this one for myself, but what happened, I think yesterday was the catalyst, couple days ago at least was the catalyst, the full self-driving catalyst. No real catalyst yesterday, inside day. Today complete inside day than yesterday, but yesterday not really an inside day. Overall, no real trade over here in my opinion. You know, Tesla's still figuring out what it wants to do. Does it want to make that run towards $300? Does it want to go back down to $200? We did get that bounce off of 215. We know that the anchored VWAP off of the 52-week low, or even the year-to-date low, right around where this January price is around $100, the anchored VWAP shows you that it's around $200. So we're expecting maybe support to come in around these prices and Tesla to make that charge back up. Tesla has been you know, cutting their prices again and again and again, so that's gonna hurt their operating margins a little bit. We've seen how that miss or not miss, but as soon as they announced that operating margins drop, which we knew was gonna happen, right? We knew it was pretty obvious. What do you expect was gonna happen? They didn't really like that one, they being the market. Sound of the police. Alexa, set Nanoleaf to 100%. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing him, because it's so dull, and set to 30%. Yo, what's up, trader? What's up, Kellogg's? Trader Pride, where do you keep your long and short ideas? Everything's on Twitter. Everything's on Twitter. Everything's on Discord. Just gotta follow my social media or watch my streams. It's not that hard. Watch my streams. Tesla, pretty much an inside trade. It was supposed to get removed from the watch list, but we had it. Nvidia today carried the market along with Apple, along with Google, along with Amazon. But as what happened on Apple at the end of the day happened exactly on Nvidia also. We sold off big time over here going into the close on all these positions. Did Google do something similar? I'm guessing Google did too. Wow, Google was up nice on the day too. Microsoft, what did you do? You didn't do too much really. You just stayed around where you were. So it looks like some big rebalance happening possibly on these tech stocks overall, and they got pushed around quite a bit. Makes sense, I guess, because NASDAQ basket got rebalanced, and if the Morgan Stanley rebalance was today, they probably had to rebalance themselves to the NASDAQ and so on. I don't know, just thinking. Brad, your thumbnails are hilarious, dude. Great work. Thanks for the love, thanks for the support, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Putting in a lot of work for that like and all for that subscribe. So don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe, support your boy Prad. Putting in a lot of work. Even added this new integration for you guys right here. Look at that. Now you get to see the Benzinga screen, you know, along with a nice little ad right above my face. Make sure you check all the Benzinga links right in the description below to get a free trial to begin with, and to try out platforms like these, amazing platforms like this, where, you know, as soon as you click on the stock, you get the information about the stock, you get a nice little chart about it, and so on. Pretty cool. I'm liking this Benzinga software quite a bit, so check them out. Obviously, if you do click on the link and do sign up for Benzinga Premium or Pro or whatever, it helps your boy out a little bit, and I would appreciate it. So go check them out And yeah, man, I'm loving having to do all these cool new things that I've, I guess, done previously a little bit for another company, but now having to do it for myself, like making this animation, and then even making like this animation. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. You know, learning how to do all that stuff, learning how to do all that stuff, right? It's so much fun. I'm just having, I'm glad you guys are having fun along with me over here. The chat's getting a little bit active. That's what we like to see. All right, did we get rated? Because our view count just went up big time, unless obviously the other show just went offline. Probably why. 4:30, I'm guessing the other show just went offline, so our view count just bumped up big time over there. Let's keep going down our watch list. Nvidia, Google, you know, all kind of nothing burger days, all market beta. If they do end up, if the market ends up going into a free fall Friday tomorrow status, then we'll expect all of these to pull back tomorrow. I think the trade that I want to be involved in if the market ends up being a free fall Friday would be this Apple short through 187.50 or 187, looking for that big down move, that quadunk, right? Looking for that quadunk for Apple coming in off the market beta if there is something to happen. But Apple has been ridiculously strong and carrying the market on its back recently, so you might want to be a little bit careful on that one. Coming back from Nvidia to Palantir over here, going down our watch list. Palantir sadly pulling back through that 15 area, pulling back to 15, and the 16, we were just slightly above 16. We didn't even spend any time above 16, so this is the area that we were so interested about. We got above it yesterday, we got happy about getting above it, and sadly pre-market today, it looked like it was going to give you that trade again. It was going to get back above 16 in pre-market, and no, just immediate slap to the downside, turning red, big sell-off, 8% down move. Now the question is, once again, do we go back to this 14-13 area for another test of this 14-13 100 period EMA hold, or do we just, you know, start creating a higher low and start making that run up? We so far have a higher low. We put in a higher low over here. We start seeing another higher high. The stock shows you a new support area, a new demand zone being put into place on this price zone around $13.50 to $14, and for the future move coming in for us investors. And for day traders, good support longs to look out for possible longs, and good levels, obviously that 16, that 17 area. Always look for those two levels for possible shorts on Palantir. Those are the levels that we're always going to watch out for. Mara, Riot, Coinbase, cryptocurrencies, all still very much in play thanks to that ETF, yeah, EFT. I'm thinking about the game Escape from Tarkov because I've been playing it again recently. But the ETF, that ETF ruling coming back into play, pretty interesting as to what will happen with that ruling. This level that we called out yesterday, holding that level again, triple top now, double top on the 1 year chart. Double top on the 1 year chart, I guess triple top on the 1 year chart, now being a quadruple top on the 1 year chart, holding that level pretty strongly around that $87. We talked about this $87 level yesterday. It looks like that same level coming back into play. You can either look for that long through that area or a short back through that area for a move right back down, and that's exactly how the stock is playing out. And if you are looking to get long, I would just wait for 70. I would not look for these longs in the middle of these price ranges over here at 77. I think that's price discovery ranges. I would wait for these ranges tests over here around $70, or even the 100 period EMA $75 to come into play. I wouldn't try to go long around 79, 80. I'm just looking for that 87, $88 area or the $70 area to come into play on Coinbase. And you can replicate some of these trades over here with Riot and Coinbase. Riot, we were talking about that $10 price coming back in. Look for that support at that $10 price on Riot. See if that can hold and give us a little fight back to the north side. if we can go back to our watch list, Pratt, instead of having to fight for where the cursor is, Pinduoduo 100 finally breaking today, but a fail break 100. We finally got that move towards 100. We talked about it on this day over here on the earnings move, how the stock was breaking out to the north side, and I think it was a pre-market move. No, it was a pre-market move. How the stock was breaking out to the north side and possible hold of this $93 area. The $93 area held, and ever since then it just kept inching towards 100. It almost looked inevitable that it was gonna go towards 100. Now that we have broken the $100 area, the question is what happens next, and how do we find the trades after this move from 93 to 100 has been captured. That was the original trade idea. Now the next trade idea, the trade idea that was part of Pinduoduo of that trade idea was take some profits here and leave some for that possible move towards that 52-week high of 106, 105, right? So if you are still long and you took that long near 93, take some profits. I would possibly get out 50 to 75% around these prices, and I would hold the last few percentage for that move to 52-week high. Then I would get some more out at that 52-week high and hold for a bigger move later on and see what happens. Maybe even add to the break of this 52-week high after taking some profits over here. No one went broke taking profits. Protect your profits, protect your money, take profits around over here. Maybe you can add to that breakout with your stop moved up higher now, and now you're playing a whole different setup, right? Different ways, different trade ideas. So just shooting out ideas with you guys over there for anyone who's interested in adding some money to your pocket. So now look for that break back through 100 for the long. If you are interested in the long and the bullishness for the Chinese stocks, look for that back through 100 long for that move towards that 52-week high. If you're interested in the shorts, you look for that 100 level to get trapped. You look for the longs to get trapped on that 100 level, pull back through 100 for that short move back towards 95, $93. You can also do the same thing around this 106, 105 area. Wait for the stock to get back above the get above the 52-week high area. Burn some longs, trap some longs, get back through the 52-week high, or at least the previous 52-week high, or even the new 52-week high. As it goes higher, makes a new 52-week high, and then pulls back through that new 52-week high consolidation zone, gets back into this area. Now you have a defined risk to reward zone that you can play with. So look for these trade setups over here on Pinduoduo. These are trades ideas that are going to be we're going to keep on eyes for the next few weeks. So possibly going to leave that one on the board. Going to remove NVIDIA over here. Actually, no, we're not, because NVIDIA is such a hot stock at the moment. Along with NVIDIA being such a hot stock, we got the weed stock sector blowing back up because the government saying that, hey, we should make the weed sector a little bit less criminalized, put it on a lower criminal. What is the actual thing? Okay, cannabis stocks moved higher after the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services recommended reclassifying marijuana as a lower risk drug. The reclassification could potentially expand the market for marijuana. Chronos climbed 2.6%, while Tilray climbed 2.3%, and Canopy growth about 1% overall. So nice little climb on the weed stocks. The weed sector getting kind of a little bit of some juice, some sauce to play with again. Maybe we can look for some long breakouts. Yeah, the legalization is a possible play for weed, but we've seen how it played out in Canada. And Canada market's a little bit lower than the American market, but overall I've seen it play out, was not good. And if history has told me that anything is, if history repeats, yes, I see the cops. Who played cops? Who's trying to get my attention? It doesn't show me who did what colors. I have to go through it. Oh, it does. Michael Newton changed to yellow, changed it to purple. Who changed it to police though? It doesn't show me who changed it to police. Oh, it does. Oh, I changed it to police. That's kind of late. If it just did that was kind of late. Tilray, and all these stocks are coming back into play a little bit, but you guys know my sentiment. Like I just said, I'd be a little careful, but we got a couple zones coming out over here for a breakout. That 330 on Tilray, possibly something to watch out for. Right now we are still struggling with this $3 area itself, so you can even look for the $3 breakout, that $3.10 price point breakout of that area for a possible move past 330, for a possible move up to 350 or more if it's something that's being offered by the stock market gods. But at the moment, my bearish sentiment is going to just keep me on the sidelines on this sector and let it play out. Amazon, monster move today, 2.8% to the north side. Even managed to sell off a little bit in the into the close, but the after hours move pump was stronger, that we pushed right back to the north side. 139, ladies and gentlemen, after hours. So it looks like that 52-week high of 140 coming back into play very, very soon on Amazon. Pretty sure your boy Obi is very happy with the way this stock has been trading recently, or at least today, because monster move to the north side. Hopefully he killed that long today and absolutely smacked it. I miss sitting next to that guy, always talking about Amazon. He would always say Amazon like that, in that same way. I love that kid. He's not even a kid, that's the weird part. He's older than me, but yeah, I love that guy. Hopefully he does manage to do big things over there on that floor. Shout out to your boy Obi. Amazon, though, overall is doing big things themselves. I should have probably used my Amazon picture. I should have probably used this picture. I fucked up. Next time Amazon's in play, we'll use that picture. It'll be fun to use that picture. But right now, this stock is absolutely lifting off today. This stock, along with Google, along with Apple and Nvidia, were kind of saving the market. But at the end of the day today, Apple, Nvidia, Google all sold off quite hard, and Apple or Amazon did not hold off at all, or did not sell off at all. Was pretty strong. And now the question is, do we continue seeing this rally on AMZN right back to the 52-week high? Do we break out of the 52-week high? $140 coming back into play very soon. That's somewhere around these peaks that the stock has struggled around. If we do get the breakout of 140, start making that room towards 143.50, then obviously a new 52-week high coming in for AMZN. Going down our long list of stocks, we actually talked about Amazon, we talked about Google quite a bit too, so we can skip through these two. Let's go directly to Shopify. What was the catalyst for Shopify today? Because that one absolutely took off. I think I have it somewhere down over here. Shopify popped 8.1%, announced late Wednesday that its merchants on Amazon Prime catalyst. That's right, e-commerce platform can use Amazon's buy with Prime option. The new Amazon app on Shopify ecosystem gives merchants access to benefits like fast and free delivery outside Prime. So good catalyst over there. Shopify, the leader for the mom and pop stores, now helping out the mom and pop stores by partnering up with Prime somehow. Not sure how that works, but hey, shout out to them, pushing back into, not even why do I have this big box over here, pushing back into the upside of the ranges over here for Shopify. I'm just gonna delete that box because I don't like it. Pushing back to the higher end of these ranges over here. Gonna put these areas on watch for myself to see how the stock behaves in this zone near 67 to 71.50 or so. If possible, resistances pop, open back up. Positive earnings recently, but they sold off quite hard even after the earnings report. Sold off, almost closed the gap, found buyers again, pushed back up. I almost want to spin up my Trade Ideas account right now. Shout out to Trade Ideas. And go check out the link in description below to get Trade Ideas yourself, and make sure you use code PRAD15 to get 15% off on said software. Let's see if where the anchor VWAP is for Shopify. While this one loads, Shopify. Put it right over here. near the 52-week low or so, right around you know, $50, I guess, 45, 50, right around 45. So if we go back to our charts, right around here, 45, 46, $47 is where the anchored VWAP is showing up. Expecting buyers to show up after closing the gap, but looks like buyers popping in already before closing the gap. This previous box that we drew out, kind of showing buyers showing back in that box. Same kind of idea over here. Do we see sellers showing back up in these areas, or do we see that momentum carrying us forward through that 52-week high and all the way through that 52-week high? Insane momentum on stocks these days. A lot of these stocks are trading around near 52-week highs, near all-time highs. I mean, we were crying about possible recession couple weeks ago, couple days ago, not days ago, sorry, but a couple months ago, right? Crying about possible recession and how things are going crazy and out of hand and so on. So it's crazy. Much to well, I'm not sure what you're saying. His name, man, you need to stop. Glad to see you again after leaving. You guys need to stop. You're killing, bro. Great job, says Gustavo. Appreciate it. Why are you not on the floor next to him anymore? I got fired. I got fired from that floor. I don't work on that floor anymore. Is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday, says John Von Sewers. I mean, it would be nice to have a free fall Friday, like I was talking about it earlier. It would be nice to have a free fall Friday, but will it? I'm not sure. I don't know the future, sadly. AVGO, did AVGO beat earnings? I believe it did. Let me quickly see where AVGO is. Sees Q4 revenue, blah blah blah. Yeah, beat on EPS and beat on revenue. So AVGO did beat today. Here is, oh no, that's the guidance actually. Let me scroll back a little bit lower. Looking for the AVGO numbers for you, honestly. I can't find it. Possibly better if I just Googled it, AVGO. Put that screen back on over here. Go check out my links, obviously, down below in the descriptions to get a free trial on Benzinga. Where is it? Am I blind? Why does it say Q3? Isn't it Q2? EPS B and revenue B, but oopsie on estimates. Shopify is where we were at anyways. Shopify looking for this range to see what happens in this range. I think a little patience for myself to let that range play out before I make a decision is exactly what I'm gonna do. WDC popping back up to the north side. Did not really find any catalyst today. Pops up. What's the news for this one? On pace for the largest increase. Was this earnings? Or is this just news? This is just like stats about the stock. These are just stats about the stock. There's no news over here. So thanks for that one. Trapping me over there. Overall, popping up for some reason. Not sure if it was an earnings stock. Clearly not an earnings stock because earning was on 31st of July. I remember that one because we talked about it live on that show. WDC and Seagate, a stock that we watch together usually when they move together. The stock insane pop up right back into previous ranges for WDC. Looking for a possible breakout of this range over here. Is that the 52-week high? It looks like it is the 52-week high. 45.63 right here where the stock broke out to today is now the new 52-week high, but the previous 52-week high around this $45. If the stock closes around that price, we can look for trades around here now. Look for 45 re-entry short, look for 45 breakout long. You're looking for this 45 to 45.50 area breakout long for a move up to $48-80 or so, even maybe $50 on the long-term scale. So I'm very interested on WDC. I'm actually going to put a star on this stock because I might make a tweet about this one today as a thread, because this one's getting a nice little excited getting into this range where I like the price. There was a couple other stocks where I was interested too. Maybe we can put Pinduoduo on that list, and yeah, we'll just move skirt past the other ones. WWE moving around today a little bit. I saw this stock dropping 12%. Not sure if I can find the catalyst for this one. WDC, or WWE, sorry, WWE. Not sure I know what the catalyst is for this one, but I know it popped up on my scanners. Let me see exactly how far down the list is it. Yeah, it's down the list over here because this pops up on my scanners on the Yahoo biggest down or up stocks, and if it's popping up over here, it's because it's down big on the day. 1227. Do not really see any news that, but we can look over here. Largest percent decrease. Don't just give me stats. Come on, dude. Give me the news. Slammed amid Saudi Arabia investment in UFC competitor. What is this going on over here? Sovereign wealth fund acquired a minority stake in the competition league to UFC. Endeavor is merging with WWE. What? Oh, PFL. I thought this article was confusing me a little bit. My comprehension skills were sucking. I thought they were saying, you know, Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth fund was investing in the UFC, which is partnered with the WWE. So I thought that's a good news. Well, it was not a good catalyst, but no, they're investing in the PFL, which recently signed Francis Ngannou, and makes sense. You know, they're trying to fight one championship. Who's, I guess, partner with Amazon Prime a little bit, but they're big in Singapore. UFC, which is big in North America, trying to do its own thing by taking out WWE and a couple other recent investments that they're doing across the board over there for themselves. And here comes Saudi Arabian fund disturbing the space. So that's the catalyst over there, dropping WWE right back to this $93 prices. Did they merge? Did Endeavor and WWE merge? Because this stock was not this expensive before. Was this like a $30 stock? Am I tripping? I guess not, because I do have the prices or the lines over here. What's Endeavor's ticker? EDR? Oh, it was not EDR. Shut up. It was not EDR. It was something else. I guess it was EDR. I guess they did not merge. I guess it was that high. I'm just high. That's what it is. What's going on here? I can't remember where this price stock was trading earlier, but I have lines over here. It's pretty crazy. I've clearly not traded the stock for a long time. But we have the lines mapped out, and look how those lines are coming right back into play. This peak high over here from January is currently now holding up as support. We're popping right back into this $97, $98 area for possible resistances. I would not be surprised if the stock actually goes all the way up to this area around the $100 before we see any real resistance come in, and that catalyst hurting the stock a little bit for obviously PFL being invested, or PFL having a nice little investment coming in, hurting UFC, hurting WWE, hurting Endeavor. Now we can go to some of the stocks that had earnings yesterday and pre-market, see how they moved around, and see how our call outs went overall. A couple of these stocks actually reversed their moves in the after hours. Pretty insane moves over there. And a couple of these stocks announced earnings pre-market, so we weren't able to look at it last night when we did the stream. So let's go through a couple of these positions, see if any trades pop up over here for ourselves. PlayStation Network. It's not PlayStation Network, but the Polestar PSNY. How did you come out on the earnings report? Looks like a nice little miss on the earnings report, slight little miss on EPS, and a slight little miss on revenue also. How did you do on other numbers, which is delivery numbers and so on? Delivered up 36% from a year earlier. Expects to deliver 60 to 70,000 cars this year. The fact that they're up, at least some percent is decent. because some companies over here are actually not up, such as NIO. NIO's recent earnings number was negative for delivery. So joining the party of the negative earnings report party, it is Polestar PlayStation Network, looking for that 52-week area lows to come back into play around $3.14. Possible break of that 52-week low, giving you short for a new 52-week low. I would not be surprised if that area does take a hit, and we do. That's an all-time low. I would not be surprised. I'm going to have to put a star on this one. This is going to be a trade that you have to watch tomorrow. It dropped 13%, triggering SSR, possibly giving you a decent long opportunity somewhere. No, not a single long opportunity today, but possibly giving you a long opportunity tomorrow on that SSR trigger. Look for longs around this $3.14, and if that $3.14 area breaks, sadly, because it will be on SSR, you might not be able to get short by taking. You will not be able to, so it'll be hard for you to get short. But if you do get filled short, enjoy the ride for a possible new ride for a new 52-week low. But if it does go below 52-week low, makes a new 52-week low, and then comes back through and starts running to the north side, don't just bag hold that position. Take that loss and maybe even flip long, as the stock possibly will start making that run back towards $3.50, $4 very easily. So Polestar, very interested, putting a star on that stock, as that's going to be on my watch list big time. Pinduoduo, WDC, Polestar. Dollar General also came out with earnings pre-market, sold off drastically, bounced pretty hard. That SSR bounce actually came in on this position compared to Polestar. 128 area holding cleanly. That 140 area possibly looking for rejections over here. Now let's go back to a longer term scale chart. 151 break short. I mean, I don't know if you would have been able to get that. That probably happened in pre-market itself. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, pre-market, you would have had to been up around 7 o'clock just for that earnings numbers to come out, just so you could take that 150 short and enjoy that ride. So not sure how you would have been able to play that one, but if the stock for any reason does move back up to 150, that's your short area right there. At the moment, let the stock play out, let the day 2 earnings move come out, let the hedge funds determine if they want to buy the stock, if they want to sell the stock, if they want to dump their positions. It will show up very, very obviously tomorrow, as the stock will start grinding VWAP or some sort of an important EMA or something. There could be more SSR bounces coming in all the way up to 150, as it will be on SSR day 2. It closed down 12% even with this bounce in it. That means it was down what, like 20 some odd percent? Yeah, almost 20%. It was down 18% off the open from yesterday's close, and it closed only down 12%. So expecting the stock to maybe have a little bit more bounce tomorrow, but I would love to short around 140 for that move right back down to 130. Dollar General looks like something that we got to keep on watch on for the next few days, next few weeks. So we'll leave that one on the board. CrowdStrike, CRWD earnings was monstrous. I think they kind of whipsawed around a little bit. No, they didn't actually whipsaw around. No, they did whipsaw around. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, they whipsawed around a little bit before the number came out. Then afterwards, they held that gain that they made. Pre-market held that gain also, 152 breaking out. Don't think we actually had any trade ideas on this other than this 155 area. So I'm guessing that was the clean break. Let's go see if that was a clean break. 155 on the 5-minute looks hella clean. How was it on the 1 minute? Looks pretty damn clean to me. Was it off the open? It was right off the open. Not sure how spready the stock was. 80,000 shares brought in off the open. Looks like it could have been very, very damn clean off the open. Let me quickly also go check out my Discord server over here with our old traders. See if anyone posted any of their charts, because they usually like to stroke off with showing their executions to each other. So I don't see any executions. I was expecting young Wayner why you trapping so hard to post a picture with this 155 break. He's going to be watching the stream later on today. But you know, I was expecting him to post a long possible on the break of this 155 or something. He looks at trades like these and have a breakout, maybe even Max, but Max is on vacation. So probably why I didn't see any posts coming in. But tomorrow, what happens tomorrow? What are the trades tomorrow that we can look for? It's this, you know, clean triple top area coming into play. This clean triple top action is something that we got to watch out for. Possible re-entry back into that 162 shorts, or 167 trap shorts, or breakout long 167 for another monster move up north, because CrowdStrike, I believe, also gave out good guidance, if I remember correctly, also guided better for the next quarter and the full year. So a couple trade ideas. Once again, I'll just reiterate for you. You can look for the re-entry back through to the downside 162 short area. You can look for supports at 162 if you're interested in only going longs, or you can look for that 167 breakout long. And if you're once again interested in shorts, you can look for that failed trap 167, burning those longs, trapping those longs, and pulling back down for a nice little short over there. And if that short plays out, I think you will have a ride through 162 to the downside, being able to add on the break of 162 and go much lower on CrowdStrike, possibly go back to this 155 area for a possible retest of these peaks. Not all the way back to 150, but 155 area. Just pull back down if that trade pulls out a bit. It'll be a little clean whistle trade if I can see the future, but sadly I can't. But that's just how I vision it. That's just how my That's So Raven vision is kicking in at the moment. Michael Anthony, I noticed on PAGs made profit of 24 cents, which was a B and 16 difference. SEC filing where funds buying shares. PAGs. Okay, PAG's coming out with some sort of a catalyst over there, saying Michael Anthony, Andrew Chow coming in with the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the sub. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. All that algorithm stuff helps your boy out. I mean, look, I am making a big list of stocks for you guys to go through every single day, and I'm tweeting them out every single day with nice little trade ideas like these in the threads, right? I am posting long trades, short trades, and some of these trades are working out bangers. Some of them might be losers, but you know, some of them are bangers. Look at that short trade off of that 28, looking for some moves down to 25, maybe even 24. So go follow your boy on all social media. Go check out my link tree. All my social media links, even my Discord links, are right here. Go, obviously, trade ideas, use code PRAD15. TraderSync, make sure you're using TraderSync to track your trades. Once I start trading again with this new prop firm in September, I'm going to be using TraderSync to track all my trades, and I'll be showing you guys all my data. Might have to omit some information here and there, right? But I'll be showing you guys all my data through TraderSync. So shout out to TraderSync. Go check them out. Boop boop, sound of the police, and Benzinga Pro for that best news, up to date news. Where is that? Up to date news on Benzinga Pro. So go check that one out. Also, make sure to go check out our awesome Discord server, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you don't want to miss all the fun that we have in here. Tons of calls of trades, tons of memes throughout the day. Little bit sneak peeks of oh, where is that? Why is that screen looking like that? Hello? Oh, okay, I guess not. Sneak peeks of our thumbnails and so on. So we have a lot of fun over here. Sometimes we also hop in the voice call and the trade together. So if anyone's interested, go check out our Discord links. Once again, all in the link down below. And you can also do !Discord to get said links. Now that we're done all that promotion jazz, why don't we get back to what we're actually here for. Let me hide that link. Sorry, I mean hide. There we go. Now it should work. Let me just quickly test this. Awesome, works. Let's start getting back to our watch list, finish off over here, and start going to the next part of the stream, which is looking at the economic calendar and so on. So CrowdStrike is done. Let's go to CRM, which we actually pushed a long in. We went long on this position today. We're looking for that buying to originally come in at 225. It did not come in. They broke through 225. We laid out this trade idea too yesterday, so let me quickly point out that trade for you guys right here. CRM trade thread, banger trade threads every single day. Go follow. Looking for that long around 225 or 222 if possible, for a nice move to 230 over the span of the next week and so on that strong bullish earnings catalyst and a strong guidance incoming from CRM, from Salesforce. Also talk about AI. Woo, everyone wants to talk about AI these days. So AI talk coming in. Looks like we nailed the first support area off the open. If you're a scalp trader, you're taking that long off the open around these prices, and you're enjoying that stink bid, stinky icky bid coming in right here around here. You have a stink bid, you get long instantly, pops up to the north side, you're up $3, $4, $5 for risking 50 cents. Monster trade, right? Later on, gives you that trade one more time and then fails. Pulls to the next level that we have mapped out, shows us some support around this level. Good. The question is what happens tomorrow. We got options long for that 230 for next week expiry. The question is, does that pay out? If it doesn't pay out, obviously our stop has to be somewhere. Where is that stop? Right around this 220 area. I don't want to hold the stock all the way back down to the 215, 220 prices. I don't want to hold it back all the way down to 215, 220 prices for price discovery. I want that I want that earnings momentum, that earnings catalyst to be bullish, and buyers to start stepping in around these previous prices that I am interested in. So let's see what happens. Looking for that 220 stop around that price area, and looking for a nice little move to the north side on CRM, and that options to start printing for me. OKTA, didn't really take a look at this position at all, but this one had a monster pop in it, 13% pop, breaking out of that 75 pre-market itself, or sorry, after hours itself. So not really much we could have done over there, taking out that move in after hours, and didn't really give us too much of a trade, I guess, right? With the markets momentum's up and down today, we got that move on OKTA to the upside, later on pull back, eventually found some support around this 50 period, 100 period EMA, but closed under VWAP. That's a pretty significant indication on earnings day, closing trading under VWAP and getting rejected by VWAP for the most part. Looks like there was some heavy selling coming in or profit taking coming in around this price. Why is my nose so itchy? Heavy profit taking coming in around this price, so very interested to see how the stock trades around said price point. I'm going to move that line just over there. Bang. Pretty interested in seeing how the stock trades around this $86 to $88 area, and then we also have that 52-week high around this 95, 91. I'm ignoring that candle. We have this 52-week high around 91.50, so possible move up to 91.50 and a new 52-week high on OKTA, or rejection of this $86 to $87 price point, and we start trading under this price point but finding some buyers above 80 on OKTA. So that's a couple trade ideas over there for that stock. Chewy, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost coming to an end. Whew. Chewy, new 52-week low. Didn't this stock come out with good earnings report? What happened here? So this stock turned around pretty drastically. Don't remember the downside move after hours. Maybe I do and I'm just forgetting it. Chewy did pop up originally. That's what I do remember. But turning around, selling off. I guess the guidance or whatever the conference call was said about this position did not get appreciated by the market, and market selling off, taking that 12% drop overall. Decent pop from that $23, the SSR bounce, but now the stock is at a new 52-week low. I actually didn't have any levels to the downside because I thought the stock would start trading up here, but I was wrong on that. and now we have to put in some lines to the lower side to get ready for possible trades over here. So we are looking at the previous 52-week low, which was around $25, and now the new 52-week low, which is around $23. Looking for a possible short off of 23, looking forward to see if 23/24, like how it held 24 later on in the day, around this $24 or so, to show some buyers again, because the stock will be on SSR day 2. And if tomorrow ends up being free fall Friday, the stock doesn't have any reason to really show any buying coming in at all. It just starts plummeting big time to the downside. Chewy could follow the market overall and just keep going down, break that 23 and go lower. Here's a stock that actually started off lower yesterday after hours, but pumped to the north side. Victoria's Secret. Not sure what the catalyst was over here. Overall, monster move back to the north side, turning green, 7% up on the day for Victoria's Secret. The earnings numbers were obviously misses. Misses. It's for misses, and the company misses. Their products are for misses. I'll stop. But nice little recovery off that 52-week low break, man. It broke or opened below that 52-week low on Victoria's Secret. Ooh, just slightly around 52-week low. 52-week low 1678 and 1671 was today's low over there. Testing that bottom and just reversing that whole move, flying back to the 50-period EMA on the daily chart. Pretty interested to see how the stock trades around this 50-period EMA / this $21 to $20 price ranges. Are we able to burst back to the north side and continue going back up? I guess whatever the conference call / the guidance, which I thought was negative, was being liked by the market. Does it help the stock continue going back up north? Question mark. So Victoria's Secret up 7% today. Monster recovery off of the after hours sell-off that the stock had when the earnings originally came. So pretty interesting. I would also keep this one on the watch list to see if this one gives us some more spicy action tomorrow. Besides this, don't really have any other stocks to go through. So I just want to remind people that go follow my social media. After going through this big list of stocks that I just went through for the last hour and a half for you guys, I'll be finding a couple of stocks to make threads about, and I'll tweet them out. Go follow me over there. I want to quickly show you the next part, which is the economic calendar. Tomorrow we got today we had the initial jobless claims and non-pharma payroll, was it? No, core PCE and jobless claims. Tomorrow we have the non-pharma payrolls, hourly earnings, I guess wages, average hourly earnings, average hourly wages coming in, ISM manufacturing. Wow, we actually have a couple important unemployment rate. Pretty important day tomorrow that could trigger free fall. Yeah. You want to be careful around these time periods, obviously. 8:30, 10 o'clock. These two time slots, pretty important tomorrow. Market could sway one direction or the other based on how this, based on how these numbers come out. So stay vigilant, stay active, especially around 8:30 and 10 o'clock. The market will give us some fun moves and could initiate free fall Friday, or could put the whole free fall Friday idea to end. So be very careful. The next one I have on board is to see is did we miss anything important in the after hours? Looks like NVOS, a penny stock for you penny stock traders, up 54% with 25 million shares traded. NVOS, Integrated Sciences, receives underwriter clearance notice for $70 million coupon. Can I get a $70 million coupon? 64% up with 5 million shares over here for EOS Energy. 500 mil project to address long duration energy storage demand. Okay, looks like EOSE, a little bullish catalyst over there for anyone interested. Anything else that popped up that we possibly missed out? Very light volume, but popped up on earnings. NTNX, Very light volume, very light volume. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Very light volume, but quite a bit of a move. ADTX, 18% drop. I'm guessing that's a earnings play, but we don't see if it's an earnings play or not. ADTX dropping 18%. ICCT now at $11. Wow. I mean, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. Wasn't this at $40? I was just saying about it yesterday. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. Bitcoin right back down? Oh, come on, Bitcoin, what are you doing? Bitcoin selling off right back down. I guess that's why coin and other stocks had a pretty poopy day overall. Did you guys watch by any chance the new One Piece? I did not know the new One Piece, which, hey, let me go here, go to YouTube, go to Prad's channel. Police, go to Prad's channel. Look at that. You can let that thumbnail, right? Amazing thumbnail. Was me paying homage to One Piece, which comes out today. I thought it was actually only supposed to be a live action movie, but it's a full live action TV show. I was getting a little angry about it on the Discord in the morning. I was premature on me getting angry because the show actually is doing quite a bit of a justice. It's doing quite a bit of a justice to the anime. I'm happy. I'm pretty happy with what's going on in that anime. There will be probably other anime purists going, this sucks, that sucks, this sucks, that sucks, like how I was doing by only watching one episode. But hey, I will say I did like it a lot. Now I'm liking it a lot. I'm 6 episodes in. I was watching it while I was trading throughout the day, and I can't wait to see what else is going to play out. I like how they played quite a bit of the characters. Quite a bit of the characters came out pretty well. So One Piece anime, pretty excited. That's what's happening in my life. Tomorrow is a Friday. Since I did skip Monday, I will try to find a guest for tomorrow to come on for the show tomorrow. If I don't, then I'll just go live anyway. Since I skipped Monday, I was hungover Monday, so I will go live tomorrow just so I make up for you guys. We'll go through some stocks. Maybe we'll do the live stream talk about why I got fired, and then we cut up that live stream into a video, and then we post that as a video. That's something that we could do too, and do a little bit maybe of ask me. I want to do ask me like with more people getting updated about it, and having a warning for people, so that way more people can come and they can know to ask questions and so on. Tomorrow we'll probably just keep it like this again if no guest comes out, but I'll try to send some emails out today, maybe some emails to Michael Noss, maybe some emails to other Day Trade the World traders, see if we can get some special guests come on tomorrow to have some fun with us over here and learn about their trading journey. So stay tuned. We are going to live. We just don't know what the content is. I know this looks bad on me. But hey, we're just getting started. It's a new journey. Welcome. Stay tuned. Strap on your belts. Put on your helmets. And welcome to the Praddy Daddy Show. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Good night.